Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a haul video of the things we picked up whilst we were in Disneyland Paris over this last weekend. We went during like the Father's Day weekend, so if that kind of puts into perspective a little bit. Yeah, I might try and do this quite quick because it is super hot here in England at the moment. Like, I feel my hair is just like getting bigger and bigger the longer I'm sat up here. It's super hot. But I'm going to persevere and show you what we got. We had a really nice time. Obviously we did vlog it, so those videos would have probably already been up. I'm not quite sure how far down the line you're seeing this. It might be a good couple of months after, I'm not sure, but I'll try and get it out as quick as possible. So let me show you what we got. So we were there from Thursday to Sunday, and we went on the Eurotunnel, the Eurostar, and we stayed at Newport Bay. We were actually scheduled in to be at Santa Fe, but we got there and we really didn't like the building we were in, and it just didn't, as much as we prepared and like chosen that resort, or at least I mean Darren kind of chose it, we were like, this is not for us, so we moved over to Newport Bay and it was amazing. But I can do a whole video on that if you need it. Anyway, let me show you what we got. So I loved the 30th theming, and I was really pleased we got to see it for the 30th, because I thought the decorations are lovely, the characters' outfits are really nice, and I don't know, there's something about going to like a big annual year. I don't know, I liked it. So we got a couple of these bags. We got this one, and then we got two mediums. They all have the same design. So that's the front, and then you've got the studios represented on the back. The first thing Darren picked up were these, which are salt and pepper shakers, and I'm looking at it. They don't even come with salt and pepper now I'm looking at it. Like, they're literally just pictures of it, which I guess makes sense because a lot of people go in and out of the country and buy them as souvenirs. But anyway, these were €17 each, and this was kind of the one thing Darren really wanted to get for the home, so I let him get that. Then the only other thing in this little bag is some pens. So Darren got these ones. It's like they're two sort of four coloured ones, and these were €7 each. So it's got like Mickey and Stitch on it. And then I got this set, which was €15, which I think was a really good deal. And it looks like this. So you get 3 multicolour Bic pens. So yeah, I had to get those. Next, some bits for the dogs. We couldn't forget the dogs whilst we were there. The one, we got them kind of one each, but they will obviously play with each other. So the one we intended to get for Winnie was this little tramp, because we say they're a bit like Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, so we got that one, but Blue has also taken quite the shine to it. And I think that was maybe no more than like €10. And then we got this one for Blue, and he really likes it actually. And it's a little lady. It comes with a little blanket, which we have taken off. I mean, he can have that if he wants. And then this is what she looks like. He's already had a good little lick on that, so definitely he likes that. We persevere. I want to do a quick little interlude from some of the like freebies that I bought, not bought, that I got. So I took one of the napkins that say 30th. I know that sounds really weird, and I'm definitely a hoarder, but I've inherited some of my nan's photo albums, and she's got one from the 25th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and she's kept like all the tickets and the napkins, so I took one of those from breakfast. On the same theme, I took one of these from the hotel room. And then when we were briefly in Santa Fe, I picked up the postcard, and then we didn't actually have a postcard when we got to Newport, but we passed one of the maid's trolleys and I saw them and I was like, I will take that. So yeah, little postcards, very cute. And I think that's all I've got here. I think so. I was really pleased that we got the 30th anniversary magic passes. And one other thing I've got here whilst I'm sort of got bits out, I actually got this at the departing section of the Eurostar going to France, and obviously they had a lot of royal things, and they had this King Charles magnet, so I thought that would be quite cool to represent obviously the coronation this year. We got one ornament. Let me unwrap it so it's not too loud. I have a ton of ornaments, and they only had about 3 different 30th anniversary ones. One was this one, one was a slightly more blue reflective bauble, and then the other was Donald sat in like an astro blaster. And what's really funny is on this tag it says Ornament Noir Harry Potter logo. I don't know if you can see that. How funny. But it's this white plastic bauble. It's got quite a pretty little purple ribbon on it, and then you've got this holographic sort of stick-on effect. It was €15. It's quite, I mean, you could make that yourself with a little bauble and some, like, a Cricut machine, but it represented our time there, so we got that. The next thing I got was a Starbucks mug. I don't like religiously cut these, but like I said, I like the 30th logo and the colours. I don't know how much this was. It doesn't, I don't think it says, but they're usually like 20-25 euros, maybe more. So the inside's like a really nice purpley blue, and then you've got all the different lands. They had non-30th ones as well for the 2 different parks, but obviously I had to get that one. The next thing we finally got our hands on one of the soap dispensers that dispenses it in the shape of Mickey Mouse. They had an offer on these where you could buy one get one free, so we got one, and then we got one for my mum and dad for having our dogs whilst we were away. They were €15, and yeah, I thought it was really cute. I've wanted to try this for so long, and yeah, I tried it at my mum's and it worked really well, so yeah, we got that. Next thing Darren picked up was this water bottle. This is €25, and again, we really like the colours of the 30th. So it says Disneyland Paris, and then you've got the 30th logo, and you know, this is gonna keep your drinks cooler in the hotter months that we seem to be having now. Speaking of hot, got a fan. This was €10, and it is 30th themed. Ta-da! So yeah, very much needed right now in this room. But yeah, I think that was just a cute little memento for the trip. I picked up one of these. These are actually like kids cups, and they're only €6, but I really like to have sometimes just a small cup if I just want like a little cup of milk or a little bit of juice in the morning, and obviously it's got all of the 30th characters. The other thing we got was this, and this we got for Winnie. They only had size small in any of the dog clothing, so yeah, this is going to be for Winnie. Unfortunately they didn't have one for Blue. I have the matching 30th Spirit jersey, so I got that for Winnie, and that was €35. And the final dog thing we got was a bowl, and this was €10, which I don't think's bad, and it comes with like 2 separate ones, so you've got the metal one and then the plastic bowl underneath, and it's got all of the Disney dogs on it. So we're slowly turning our house into a Disney house, can you tell? I picked up this set of 3 hair scrunchies because I tie my hair up at night to preserve my curls, and this was €13, and it comes with like 3 different tie-dye hairbands, so I got those because some of mine are looking a little ropey now. So let me show you this, and then I'll show you some bits that are inside it. This is €20, and this is a mug. It actually feels really nice now I'm holding it. It's not too heavy because it's metal, so I would hope that it would keep your drinks hot and your drinks cold in it, but it's sort of that oil spill kind of look to it that they seem to be going for. So yeah, and for €20 it's not bad if it is insulated. I think that's quite good. So I'll do pins last in case that's not your thing, so let me grab the other bits. So we got 2 magnets. The first one we saw was this was €9, and this is one of those ones where you can put a little picture in. So it's got Mickey and Minnie with the castle, and then just got the magnet on the back. And then we saw this one as well, which is a 30th one, and this was €5. So yeah, I didn't think some of these things were bad. Obviously the exchange rate's not great, but it is, you know, it still works out a little bit cheaper. So for like €4 something, you know, it's not bad for a magnet. And then also got this little fold out bag. And I can't remember how much this was because tags come off it. But it's a funny shape. It's more sort of long than it is tall. But yeah, again, I can't resist anything sort of exclusive and that sort of thing. And I like the fact that the bag stays attached, because I feel sometimes you're always scrambling for a bag and then you lose the bag that it goes into. The final thing I got was a jumper, and I know it's quite rare for us to only, or me especially, to come away with like one piece of clothing, but I wasn't that like in love with much of the 30th clothing. I already had my white Spirit jersey, so I picked this up, and it is a grey sweatshirt, and it's got Disneyland Paris, and I feel like they do, I've seen a Walt Disney World version of this as well. So it just says Disneyland Paris, and it's got embroidery on it. I thought it was really nice. For us, Florida will always be our like home park, so we'll always be repping that, but it's nice to have tried France again, because we've both not been since we were children. So yeah, let me show you the pins that I got. So these are a combination of 30th pins, Disney 100 pins, and we were also there for Disney Pride. We didn't go to the event, but we just literally happened to stumble across it and didn't realise until like a couple of days before that it was Pride. So the first thing I got was this 30th pin. This was kind of the only 30th pin they had out at the time we were going, and I quite like it with the castle. There's a couple of others that I'd like to collect. There's a couple with the characters, so I'll be looking online and try and trade in that sort of thing. I then picked up the 100 pins, so these were the 3 that they had, and I don't know if I'll keep them all or if I'll trade them. I'm not like in love with the 100 aesthetic, but I got those, and I'm not quite sure prices of them because they've got the colours on the back. And then I picked up these 2 from the It's a Small World set. So we've got the Chip and Dale in front of the United Kingdom, and I feel like I want to do like a United Kingdom board of some sort. And then I had to get this one, which was Stitch doing the can-can in front of the Eiffel Tower. I kind of had to, right? And then what else have we got? So I got a Newport Bay pin, because obviously we stayed there, so I was pleased about that. And then Darren went and got some drinks, and he got me these 2 from the Avengers campus, and this is both from the Spider-Man ride. We thought it was really cool. It was kind of the only ride we went on that was completely new to us, aside from Crush's Coaster, but we thought the technology was really super cool in this attraction, and had we had more time we probably would have done it again. So yeah, he surprised me and got me those 2. And then finally we have the Pride pins. So I wasn't planning on like queuing for the Pride pins or anything like that, but we happened to stumble across where you could queue up for them. It was like in a shop in the Ratatouille area, which was bizarre, but it's slightly different how releases work in Paris compared to in Florida and California. And so we did what's called Last Chance, where after people who have got tickets for the pins, and I don't know how you acquire those tickets, you then get to go and do, you know, what's left. And everything was pretty much left of these when we went. So I got this one, which has got the balloons, and then I got 2 of this one, so I can trade one of them. So yeah, and those were €16 and this one was €16. It does say the prices of those. So that is everything that we got, a kind of short but sweet little haul of some bits that we picked up. I wasn't like you know what I'm trying to say. I wasn't amazed by the selection of stuff there. I know, as I've seen in Paris, like things very much change quite quickly and you have to get things when you see them. It is a little bit like that when you go to Florida, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that I'd seen wasn't there, and I felt like they were kind of dwindling down on the 30th merch, if I'm honest. I mean, it does end at this point this year, but that's what I thought anyway. But yeah, we had a lovely time. It was really nice to get that Disney magic until next year. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you stick around for more hauls and vlogs, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.